Hi, welcome back. After showing you the assessment results of the OPM3 Portugal for the IT sector, now I'm going to present to you the improvement plan. Here are the best practices that we recommend to implement by these organizations, starting with the governance, definition of the policies to describe standardization, measurement, control, and continuous improvement for the project management processes and continually review them. So these are the basis. These best practices is the basis for the remaining processes. And it's important because of the describing how the processes must be standardized, measured, and controlled, and continuously improved, so they can understand how it's possible to implement these processes and what are the meanings of it. Then we have the staff organizational project management with competency resources, establish project manager competency processes, establish a strong sponsorship, include strategic goals into project objectives, record project resource assignments, know inter-project plan, the relation between the projects on the organizations, adhere to the project management techniques, capture and share the lessons learned is very important, customize project management methodology, integrate project management methodology with organizational processes, establish a common project management framework, establish an OPM policies, establish executive support and organizational business change management program, and establish organizational project management structure are also recommended. Finalizing, project management information systems for this organization makes all the sense, as well as intellectual capital reuse. Moving on to the portfolio, here as the portfolio is still in an initial phase to start implementing processes in this domain, we just recommend to standardize some processes. Here are them: standardized portfolio identification, categorization, evaluation, selection, and prioritize the components. Components means the processes that are part or can be part of the portfolio. Also, the standardization on the balance of portfolio, standardization on the portfolio authorized components, and standardization to communicate portfolio adjustments. The two remaining ones are the standardization of the review and the report of the portfolio performance, as well as the portfolio monitor business strategy changes process. Moving on to the project management, starting with the initiation phase, we have here the measure, control, and improve of the main process in the initiation phase, which is the project charter. Achieving before at the assessment, the standardization, we recommend the three remaining stages. And then for the identification of the stakeholders, also important, we recommend standardize and measure of this process. At the planning stage, we also have the main process, which is the basis for all the planning, the project management plan. We recommend to standardize, measure, control, improve, so the full cycle of this process. For the collect requirements, we recommend to standardize and measure. For the WBS, also the same methodology. And for the project sequence activities, we recommend to standardize as well as measure. For the estimation activity resources and for the estimation activity durations, we recommend to standardize only. Standardize also the project estimate costs as well as the determined budget. Here, the determination of the budget, we'll go a little bit further with also measuring the process. For the quality process on the planning phase, as well as the development of the human resources plan, as well, again, with the communication process, we recommend to standardize all these three processes. Also, measuring on the plan communication, because on the IT sector, this process, the communication is very important, and as it's part actually all the processes, all the projects that are being developed by this sector. The communication is the basis, so it should be measured as well. For the risk area, we have here the standardization of the whole 5 processes. Standardize the risk management, standardize identification of the risks, standardize the qualitative and the qualitative analysis, risk analysis, as well as the risk responses process. Moving on to the executing, monitoring and control of the project, as the first process for the execution phase, we recommend to standardize, measure, control and improve the direct and managed project execution process. And then we recommend to standardize project perform quality assurance, standardize for the project team the acquisition, the development and the manage of the project team. Also standardize project manage stakeholders expectations process. Improve the monitor and control project work process to finish the cycle, as the standardized measure and control was already achieved by this sector. Perform integration control. Here we recommend the standardization as well as the measure. After that we have the verify scope and control scope, which we recommend to standardize, as well as the control of the schedule and the control of the costs. The perform quality control and the report performance are also recommended to be standardized. The report performance even go further with a measure and finish up with the standardization of the project monitor and control risk process. So we ended in the last stage of the project, which is the closing. There are 2 processes. One is the close procurement, which was already achieved. All the 4 best practices was already achieved, as we can see on the assessment. And here we recommend to implement all the 4 best practices of the other process on the closing stage, which is the standardize, measure, control and improve of the closed project or phase process. And with this I finish my presentation. Thank you very much for watching and have a nice day.